I haven't been drinking. It's kind of blurry. Will someone tell me if I'm right, wrong, or you don't have an answer either? There's a certain pastor, Beggerly elements, that promotes gold. He tells you all to get rapture ready, but yet he tells you to buy noble gold to investigate or to invest against this like tribulation. The dead rise first, okay? The dead rise first. And you ain't dead. You ain't going nowhere. And you lived once. You ain't died once. You're not going anywhere until you learn the truth. Anyway, first time I ever saw this Paul Beggerly element preacher, pastor. First time I ever tuned that guy in. A crucifix went, okay? Yeah, that was his daddy saying, hello, son, all right? He's merchandising. Remember Jesus went in and cleansed the temple? Okay? God doesn't need for you to buy gold, okay? If you buy gold, you're going to fulfill a prophecy and throw it in the streets. As God is my witness and I am his also, okay? So, I have never focused on one preacher, pastor in my life and went, I've got something to say, okay? There's plenty of those devils, demons behind the pulpit on the television, okay? Joel Osteen, Paula White, Hagee, okay? But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Paul, the Indiana cotton boy, or corn-fed boy. I'm just playing with you, Are you for real? I don't think you are. I think you're the fulfillment of the book of John, chapter 6, verse 70. Yeah, you're not Judas, but, you're a devil, okay? Jesus became sin for us at birth, not on the cross, okay? Because all flesh is sin. Jesus became filthy rich at birth because wise men traveled 2 years to bring him gold so they could sprinkle it in his hair. See, you're also stupid, and you're in for a real rude awakening. Not many years hence, maybe not even a year hence, okay? I don't know, although I am Enoch the clock, okay? I don't know. He knows. And he'll tell me. But you've got this little window of time to fulfill the first commandment. Fear the Lord thy God and love him out of fear. And lean not into your own doctrines, okay? You little itchy ear maggots. Speaking of maggots, flies are more aware than you are. Yes, they are. They're demonic little scouts, those little poop eaters. Eaters. Flies eat poop, okay? Do you know why you should fast? Because the devil is a poop reader. He reads your fecal matters like a Sunday morning paper, and he skips over the funnies and the miscellaneous notices. That's where I come in. I'm so funny, it's miscellaneous to the whole world. So, I'm sorry for giggling so much, but he who the Son the Son is set free, the Son is the Father. He who the Son is set free is free indeed. I am free. Fly, little bird. Monty Python, that guy in prison has a dead pigeon as a pet in prison. Puts out in the window. Fly, little bird, you're free. You are free, and you don't know it yet. You think you're free. Okay, yeah, I love Jesus. And okay, you're a Christian. You're saved. But you're not free. You are not free. I'm free. Yeah. I went through 15 years of direct divine revelations and going through hell. You know how well you hear me right now? All of a sudden God appeared and I heard him like that. In my ear, in my face, while I'm sitting on my couch. For 6 evenings. And the 7th morning. He left, the devil came in and attacked. Didn't come in. No. I'm not going to get into that story. I think I put it somewhere else on here. But you, Paul Beggerly element, you will learn the book of Jude 1:22 very soon. Okay? No compassion for you. That's between you and, okay? Those who I remit are remitted. And that's the way it is. Paul, time to wake up. You're telling everybody it's the end of the world, age, Jesus is coming, all that, okay? But yet, you know the prophecies say they shall throw their gold in the street, and you're on there promoting Roman noble gold. And you act like some kind of, you got the news first type of newscaster, you know? Anything that happens on the earth, you're on there. Bam, you go live. Not so you can report it. You got an ego. Okay, but isn't that as much as it is, another chance to sell gold, okay? You shall be held accountable for every idle word, dude, okay? And since I know many mysteries that have been kept secret from the foundation of the world, talk about idle words, my words are extremely well chosen, okay? And they could be the wrong words for me to be speaking right now, but it's always well chosen words, okay? You shall be held accountable, Paul. I'm telling you. Every time you say noble gold, buy. And when you say rapture ready, you liar. It is appointed unto every man once to die the death of a martyr. Surprise! Paul and I and James and Matthew and Philip and, we kept it hidden, okay? Just like the Seven Thunders is hidden because you all will turn it into money and DVDs and buy DVDs and chemo caps and cancer blankets. When Jesus clearly said these signs shall follow them. Not tongues, not newscasting first. They shall lay hands on the sick, okay? And like someone said on the little video there last night, live, as soon as your wife, Heidi, went live, someone put on there, did you feed the poor today, Heidi? That was the very first boom on there. And after a couple 20 seconds, Heidi looked up and saw that. She didn't understand what she was reading because you're so greedy, okay? Her response was, oh yeah, I fed my dog today. Yeah, see? Beware for on the outside are whoremongers and dogs, okay? And Paul, I have never, and I don't care. I have no emotion about what I'm speaking right now. So, I'm pretty confident this is, thus says the Lord unto you, Paul Beggerly elements, okay? You better wake up. I started to say something that's true, but funny yet true, and ridiculously true. Ridiculously true. R.G. Stare, Overcomer Ministries, okay? He's preaching into every corner of the world. He's fulfilling that scripture. Everybody on the earth because of him and others, but he has filled the earth with the word. Almost everybody on the earth has now heard Jesus. If he wants to be called Yeshua, okay, he'll tell them that. At least they come to find out there is a Savior God, okay? That's most important, okay? idol. Lucky filters. And I'm trying to filter what's coming for you. It's called Harmageddon. When God makes his move and Elijah appears, I already know what every soul on this earth is going to be thinking. From that moment and the next 1,335 days, every soul on this earth is going to have the exact same thought. God, 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 God. Like it's been in my head since I was born, the moment I was born. God, God, God. Before I was born, I remember, okay? It's not about me as a bad Jew, okay? Jesus. I didn't say Jesus, I said cheeses. Actually, I didn't say cheeses either. I said Jews as, okay? The word made flesh. Like I said on my other video, I'll go ahead and clear it up a little more detail here. I have videos on here. I go on the fly. The Holy Spirit kind of bubbles in me. And I'm a madman that bubbles forth utterances, so I just go on here and I record these videos on the fly. I don't know what they're talking about, but I'll see the title on the YouTube, whatever, and I trust their channel. And so I'll sit here and I'll just go, here we go. Lord, if you have something you want to get out there, even if I don't understand what's being recorded, I understand what I hear, but why God chose that to get recorded, even if I don't understand, I know you have one or all out there to understand it, especially in that day when Elijah appears, for it shall burn like an oven, okay? And the best Hollywood films are made with not producers or directors. The best Hollywood films are made by the editors, okay? So get busy. Edit. You shall edit the fashions of your life unto the word. And when you find you're left with the word, don't you dare speak it, because then you will find out how idle every word is. Because man thinks he's something because he has the power of speech. And when Mystery Babylon falls upon the earth, you're going to see what power you have to speak. Swallow that key. I'm laughing. Yeah, God's laughing also. He's going to laugh at your derision. And so you better seek the Lord while he can be found. Get to know him while he is near. He's closer than you think, closer than you know, and even closer than you could ever realize. Almost to the point that you are God. Jesus said, did I not say you are gods, okay? You're not God, but you cannot be destroyed, okay? So you better make straight the path for your eternal glory or shame, whatever you like, okay? I'm going to tell you something. Book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 2. Many shall come up out of the dust. There will be two waves in that resurrection. The first resurrection, shoot. These, they're not 1,000 years later, lake of fire, under the eyelids, lake of fire. The first resurrection has the righteous and the just that shall shine like the sun and the stars and the glory of the moon. And then you've got this wave that comes up right immediately behind that one. That second wave that rides like an ocean, it laps. It laps right behind it, okay? Apparently, the second wave that comes up with the first, right behind the first is going to come up out of the dust, and they're going to realize they're alive, and they're going to brush the dust off. The dust of the earth, they're going to brush it off of themselves. And then they're going to reach into their belly and pull out like a ball, a video ball of all 7 reincarnations of their lives. Sure, there's sin in that ball. But these people, when they rose up out of the dust of the earth, they looked down, looked down, and they pulled a ball out of their belly. And they handed it to God. They didn't know what to do with it. So, hey, I got a gift. He gave it to God. God took the ball and kind of did that on his shoulder and would hand it back to them. What God did was, it's a recording of every second of their life, and they can watch it anytime they want. Yeah, it has not yet entered your mind what awaits you in the kingdom. And God will polish all those sins off of there, and hand it back to you. And when you meet somebody or talk to a friend and you want to talk about something in your life, better than Hollywood, dude. Right there. Okay. So the second wave must have seen the first one go up and do that, because I saw them come up, brush, pull a ball. It was a video of all 7 of their reincarnations. The Antichrist is also the 8th. Okay, he gets an extra shot for redemption, and he gets into perdition. Okay, but we all get 7, and God will erase it. Okay. Help me, Lord. Oh yeah, second wave came up right behind it. As I'm saying it right now, I said, "Help me, Lord," and it came right back that quick. I'm like, I can't believe it. That kind of confirms that much more. What I'm saying is true. Well, I didn't just have some kind of funky vision on that 25, 30 years ago. Okay, the second wave came right up behind the first one, and they must have seen the first one go up, because when they came up, they didn't brush the dust off. They immediately reached in their belly, and there was nothing there. No. The evening and the morning was the first day. Isaiah 45:7. And God formed light and created darkness. Think about that. Okay, think. There was a big bang in the beginning. Not like scientists are saying. And if it was that way on the material plane, I don't know. On the physical plane, there was a big bang. And spirit. Good spirit. Well, not really. Because the first bang, I came up out of it with a headache. I'm crawling all around trying to get away from that. It was a dark void. And you all were, when I look back down at y'all, you were skeletal maggots. Swarming all over top of each other. And God said, let there be light. You know how I guess a rat race in the business world today? Think like that. It was a rat race in the beginning. Dead skeletons with some kind of life to them, swimming on top of each other in a big ball of maggots. And when God went, let there be light, and he went like that, his skeletal maggots, souls were trapped in the center of that. And when God shined the light, that opened up for those in the center to get through and get to the top, and God skimmed it off. These are mine. I know them. Okay? Those skeletons came up looking for the light. Skimmed milk of the word. These are mine. Okay? There was a little bit of in between. Two people met at a conversation, and the second bang, bam! I look back down at that black maggot thingy going on there. I don't know what was going on. It was even darker and more. There were no buildings or cities or anything like that, but it was like that quick. It became this down in the dark. I couldn't see it, but it had changed. Bam! So you got 2 bangs now. I turned around and dove into that. Climbed up out of it in a hurry because I had a headache from the first bang. Little conversation. Bang. I dove back into it. When I got within reach of diving into the abyss, the void with no form, when I got near, it was evil, and you also included on top. All these arms came up out of that void, thousands of them reaching for me and pulled me down into this. Okay? Now you know what happened in the beginning. If you don't like it, you got something better. You do your video and then tag me and let me know. You did a better video. Okay? So, I only came on here to talk about Paul Beggerly. Hell, it meant for like 5 minutes, because most people like me after 5 minutes. I like Paul, but come on, in black and white, unless you got the red letter edition. In black and white, it tells you. There'll be those saying, Lord, Lord, did we not sell gold in thy name? Did we not sell, food supplies that'll last 25 years? I think God would kind of forgive you for that one, okay? Because the people are getting something out of it. But when the tribulation of the saints comes, are they going to be able to chew on gold, okay? Paul, you better wake up. And Chris Ray has warned you. Enoch, okay, touches your name in the Bible codes. I ain't going away. For you or no other soul on this earth. When I become world famous on television for being a madman babbling forth utterances, I'll be world famous, okay? Paul, you'll see this, and every other soul on the earth will see this, and every other video, and I'll be 24 hours a day. You'll be able to, there he is. But you know what? Don't touch it, for in this manner they must. Jesus told me I didn't put the word must in there for nothing, okay? In this manner, their enemies must. Just like these signs shall follow them that believe. Go raise the dead, Paul. The dead shall raise the dead, and you are the dead, Paul Beggerly.